Hi, I'm NASA Press Secretary Bethany Stevens, and this is your NASA Minute. Yet another week building on American space dominance, delivering on exploration, innovation, and safety for the future. Let's get into it. Sunday, NASA and SpaceX delivered more than 5,000 pounds of science and supplies to the International Space Station. With experiments designed to give astronauts better tools and medical support on future Artemis and Mars missions, these tests stand to increase the safety of future exploration. Tuesday, at a White House cabinet meeting with President Trump, Secretary Duffy touted the invaluable contributions of the space industry ahead of Labor Day. From welders to machinists to electricians, the American space industry is booming and keeping America first on the final frontier. Wednesday, NASA announced an opportunity for volunteers to track the Orion spacecraft, collecting data that will ultimately strengthen the infrastructure needs to support Artemis and future Mars missions. Thursday, after being challenged by Secretary Duffy, our Artemis II astronauts took on the Bobby and Pete challenge, 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups in under 10 minutes, because health and physical fitness are critical to executing their mission in space. Next week, our International Space Station astronauts will take on the challenge as we work nationwide to make America healthy again. On the ground in Florida, Artemis II hit another milestone. The last major piece of the Artemis II rocket, the Orion stage adapter, arrived at Kennedy Space Center. Built in Alabama and now in Florida for final integration, our work is driving American jobs and our return to the moon. Secretary Duffy also congratulated SpaceX this week on their successful 10th test flight of Starship, which paves the way for the Starship human landing systems that will bring American astronauts back to the lunar surface on Artemis III. On the science front, NASA missions including SphereX, Webb, and Hubble teamed up to study the interstellar comet 3I Atlas passing through the solar system. While it poses no threat to Earth, this work sharpens our ability to detect and track potential hazards early. This is America's space agency working to protect our planet and our people. We're studying the long-term effects of space on a special material used for the straps of our inflatable decelerator, a critical piece of technology for landing large payloads on other worlds. Launched aboard a recent Space Force mission, research like this helps us understand how to build durable spacecraft components that can stand up to the harsh environment of space. We're staying ahead, staying strong, and making sure no one outpaces the United States in space. American companies are driving innovation in high-altitude airspace. This week, NASA processed live flight data for the first time from a commercial balloon crossing the country, simulating what air traffic control could look like if other aircraft were also operating above 60,000 feet. We're partnering with the FAA to use this data as they evaluate new concepts to keep our skies safe. We're proud to deliver on the President's commitment to lead in space, and we're just getting started. Follow along on @NASA for more. See you next week.